In this video, we're going to do a deep dive into the newest telehealth stock that could potentially 5x your money. Hi Raylinaires, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. This is Supergirl Investor, where we save the world and make you wealthy. Please like and subscribe to this channel for more investing news, investing tips, and a deep dive into investing stocks. Let's get right into it. I know your time is very important, and let me know, as always, in the comments what stock you would like to talk about next. So this stock has been on my mind, and I'm sure a lot of investors' mind, because Ark Invest invested in this company starting last week, and it has only been an IPO for about 6 days. So they invested about 6 million shares into this company, and this company has seen massive growth. We're talking 100% growth. It's also in one of the fastest and largest growing industries, which is the telehealth community. And as Kathy Woods was saying in her conference call, she was saying that Palantir has a very unique niche. This has an incredibly unique niche as well, because it's telehealth for millennials, which is the largest growing sector in the telehealth community. So we're going to go over what this stock is. We're going to talk exactly about it, all of the fundamentals, what it does that's so unique, and how it's different from its competitor, Teladoc, in that it's specifically targeting millennials. We're going to talk about the risks associated with it, as well as the upside potential, which is huge. And we're going to see if it's a good time for you to buy now. So this company IPO'd about 6 days ago, and it's under ticker symbol HIMS. That's Hims and Hers. It's called Hims and Hers because they specifically targeted the male section on Hims, but they were growing at a very rapid pace, so they quickly moved over to Hers as well. So now it's a Hims and Hers. So they cater to all genders, and they're really focused on millennials. You'll notice that their Twitter page, you'll notice their Instagram page, and their Facebook page is very aesthetically pleasing. They're on top of social media. They do everything right as far as their PR and marketing is concerned to target their audience. Currently, the price is at $18.99. You can see on the chart that they have a market cap of $3.606 billion. The PE ratio is not there yet, just because it's such a new company. But if it is at $20, then that would be a 20 PE ratio. Still not that bad for an IPO. I think they're doing a really good job. I believe that it's very undervalued for the industry standards, and we will get into that right now. So what is Hims and Hers, and what are the financials? So this is Hims and Hers, and as you can see, it's already very pleasing, and it offers access, affordability, and transparency. It has over 131 employees, and its CAGR is 128% for annual revenue. So they went from 27 in 2018 to 138 million in 2020, which is the estimate. And just at a glance, you can see that this is going to be a very profitable company with 71% gross margins and 91% recurring revenue. They're all about innovative disruption, which of course is great for Ark Invest. And this is the last multi-trillion-dollar market yet to be disrupted, which is the healthcare market. And it's currently at an industry standard of $4 trillion. It basically says that the healthcare system as it is currently is very broken, very expensive, it's inaccessible, and the average doctor visit takes over 2 hours to complete. So think that you're taking your car and you're driving all the way to your doctor's appointment. You have to wait in line. You have to wear masks right now. You probably see at least 2 different clinicians. So you see the nurse and you see the doctor, and then they give you the prescription. You go to CVS or Walgreens, you get the prescription, you wait there for at least 40 minutes, and then you go back home. So when everything's said and done, it takes about 2 hours at minimum. And it's very inconvenient. So they're making it cheaper, they're making it more accessible because it is something that's online, and they're making it more convenient. So imagine just having something online, having a doctor available 24/7 to answer any of your questions. Basically, this is a digital healthcare company, which is fully verticalized, and it has several health conditions on its platform, so it's very transparent for a consumer experience. As you can see, they have predefined issues that they are able to help you with, which is skincare, hair loss, anxiety, and depression. You can talk to a physician 24/7, and you can also get your orders sent to you, and they will give you reminders of when it is being shipped and when it is delivered. And this is just some of what they're able to do with a fully integrated digital healthcare company. They say it's very fast, and instead of the average of 24 days for a traditional appointment from the time you try to get that traditional appointment to the time you finish, their average patient consultation submission is within 1 hour. The average cost is between $200 to $300 for a doctor's visit, whereas their platform is $39. They offer 24-hour access like we talked about, and what I love about this is that it's very confidential. There's no one judging you once you get into a doctor's office. I know especially for females, they have some very private questions that they like to talk about, and imagine just going online and it being digital. You don't have to worry about what other people will think about that. Not that we're supposed to care what other people think, but sometimes it is a little bit of an embarrassing situation. So this takes the embarrassment out of it. And it's also personalized. The potential for greater personalization and improved outcomes by a fully digital platform. So the actual doctors who are talking to you, who are they? There's 240. They are licensed in the US, and they have an average of 14 years of practice. They have a 94% approval rating and a 4.7 out of 5 patient rating. And these are the first addressable markets that they are catering towards during their first phase. So they focus on hair loss, which is currently a $3 billion market size. They talk about ED, which is a $4 billion market size, anxiety and depression, which is a $14 billion market size, and skincare or dermatology, which is a $44 billion market size. They're also focusing on healthcare, which is a $280 billion market. And for future, they're going to focus, in addition to sleep, fertility, diabetes, and cholesterol. So this is a very good growing company. Now, besides just focusing mostly on millennials, it's also saying in the chart that it's B2C focused, so from consumer to hospitals and doctor focused. And they also have a telehealth platform compared to its competitors, which is of course Teladoc and Livongo, which Teladoc recently acquired Livongo, which is a B2B2C focused. So basically they're saying that they communicate directly with their patients. Not only are they focusing on the United States, but they're also focusing globally. And globally, it's a $12 trillion healthcare market. And we're talking about hyper growth for this company. So they've had 128% high growth revenue CAGR, gross margins of 71%, as we said, and the gross margin has been 254% CAGR. Not only that, but their business model is absolutely incredible. They have a highly recurring, diversified pharmaceutical revenue. And they have 3 tiers to this. So they have a revenue by product, prescription versus non-prescription, prescription being 83%, and subscription versus non-prescription for their actual platform. So it shows that 91% is actually a subscription, which is reoccurring revenue monthly, which is really good to see. Online orders have increased 59% since they started in 2018. So we've seen the past, we've seen the present, now let's look at the future. They're expecting 30% growth in 2021 and 2022. They're also expecting a gross margin of 73% versus 71%, which is what they have currently. And then in 2022, 75% gross margin, so continuing gross margin. And then they're expecting to be profitable by 2021 or 2022. Now let's talk about the risks and the upside. So obviously there is a huge upside with this. It's a very growing industry, and especially if they can go globally, then that's absolutely amazing. Of course, Ark is investing in this, so we know through their research that they've done really good with research. I honestly think this shows a lot of potential, and I don't see a lot of risk with this. Of course, if they can't tap into that millennial space, then I do, of course, see some drawbacks with that. I do see some potential short-term and mid-term drawbacks, especially since we are in a pandemic right now. Digital healthcare is really important right now. I do see some pullback and some drawbacks and some dips once the pandemic is over. So be on the lookout for that, because that definitely is one of the risks. But if you're a long-term holder, just hold on to it and average down when you see the opportunity. I would say that $20 or below is a really good price to get into it. But as far as risks are concerned, I don't really see that many risks, except that their leading competitor is Teladoc, which is a huge competitor. But I think they have enough of a niche market and enough of a unique market to get their hyper growth and their addressable market that they want. So should you buy, should you not buy? As you can see, I'm a fan of this company. I love their PR, I love their marketing, I love the company as a whole. I love that it's helping people be more affordable, more accessible, more convenient. I would say it's a buy at $20 and below. If you can get it at $17, that's amazing. I would caution this week, because this week is supposed to be very volatile. So is next week. So I would wait for either a huge dip or a small dip if you're going to do this for a short-term play. For a long-term hold, maybe have a starter position anywhere below $20 and then just average down. So thank you so much for watching this Hims and Hers, the newest telehealth on the block company that has 5x potential. I'm very excited about this one. If you would like to see another stock, please comment below the stock that you would like to see, and please give this a like and give this a subscribe, because I talk about a lot of undervalued, wonderful stocks on this channel. Plus, I give you the latest updates for the news, and be sure to follow me on Twitter, because I give you a lot of news in split-second time. Now, go out there, save the world, and be wealthy. Bye, Raylinaires!